I wanted to talk about the children, our children, my children, their children. But first of all, our children. We want people to love our children. We want people to not disrespect our children. We. And why can't we give that same respect to other people's children? Irregardless to where the child comes from, whether it's Germany, Spanish, Italian, it shouldn't matter. Children don't ask to come here. They just don't. You ain't never heard of no baby jumping someplace and ripping a rubber and it's their fault because they got a little brother or sister. I don't think so. But yet and still, when I sit around and I don't want to say where I'm at or who I'm with, but when you start talking about hating children because of their ethnicity, I pay attention. I get quiet because I want to hear everything you're saying. We cater to children every day of our lives, and I love children, and I want children to know I love them. I have no problem with them. Who I have a problem with is the parents that don't teach their children. But there are people out here that don't like children simply because they're not white. And I'm going to leave it at white because they don't like no other ethnicity. White, black, none of them. If you ain't with them, the heck with you. I still can't say why I'm saying this, but I think that all children have a place in this world. And of course, I believe in abortion. I believe it's a mother's choice. But I think that after a certain limit of time, that it shouldn't be an abortion. But if it was within the time frame of a good abortion and saving the mother or whatever it is, yeah, I believe in abortion. But these people who out here calling Spanish children bad names and saying they bringing the fentanyl over here and all this. That guy who just got arrested the other day in Myrtle Beach or one of these places with all that fentanyl on him, he wasn't Spanish. He was American. He was considered American. So see, it's not only Spanish people bringing it in, and I never said it was. But we got to give our props to children. Our children are learning every day. Evidently, grown-ups aren't learning every day. Anytime you pick on children of a certain nationality because they aren't your nationality, I think that's sick. That's big time sick. I mean, these people who they call themselves Christians, straddling the fences, up in your face, they all smiles. Behind your back, the real truth come out. That's why I listen. I pay attention to everything that's being said. That's why I listen. Because there are things being said around me that people, I'm almost blind. I'm not almost deaf. So I hear really darn good. I really do. And if you can't love a child, how can you love another adult? All this whispering and saying things about doing things and hurting kids and all this kind of carnal. Again, I'm not going to say where I heard this at. But people felt that they should come and tell me. And I'm glad they did. Because these people smile up in my face all the time. But yet and still behind my back, they plotting against children. What are you going to do to a child? A child don't know no better. Yeah, when a child get to be about 11, 12, 13, they learn it. They know. They know because children watch too. That's how they learn. But when they less than 7, 6, 5, 4, they just doing what we tell them to do. They have no control. But yet and still an adult who got problems within themselves. And I'm telling you, an adult got to have problems within themselves in order to dislike a child to the point to want to do something bad to a child. I don't care if that child Democrat, Republican. I don't care if she black, she white, she Hispanic, she French, she Jewish, any of those ethnicities. Come on. They children. They are children. And if things are going on bad around them, it ain't them. It's the grown-ups. But see, it's easier to hurt a child than it is a grown-up. Grown-up gonna fight back. Child ain't gonna fight back. A child is gonna just sit there and don't know why you're doing what you're doing to them, because they thought you were their friend. But in the long run, it comes out that you're not. You mean them bodily harm. Even if it's harm emotionally and not bodily, because emotional harm is just as bad as bodily harm. In the long run, it hurts you just as bad. I just wanted to speak about this today because this is crazy. How you gonna say because a child, okay, you get picked up in a car and you're a baby, maybe 2 or 3 years old, and they check your diaper and it's got drugs in it. Now, how you gonna say it's the child's fault? You know it ain't no child's fault. It's the adult fault. An adult put them drugs there, not no child. The devil did it. Those that believe in the devil, those that worship the devil. And here lately, I'm having a hard time seeing the difference. Ain't that terrible? I'm having a hard time seeing the difference between those who believe and those who don't. Anytime you're supposed to be a believer in God and you blame a child for something an adult does, and then you plot to do something to that child or say that child shouldn't eat or shouldn't get clothes or shouldn't get haircuts because of something the adult did, that's crazy. That is crazy. I just wanted to share it. My goodness, it's driving me crazy. This whole thing is driving me crazy. I thought when you give your life to Jesus, you grow up. Whoa. Boy, I was wrong, wasn't I? I was wrong. I grew up. But there's some that sit around me all the time and plot and fake and wear two faces and say things they don't believe they know ain't true, but they still say it because it looks good, it sounds good. This will be part 1 of this. I'm going to get back to it. Because my phone is ringing. But thank you for listening. Pat the Poet, North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's right. I ain't scared to give where I live at. Amen. Amen. God bless you.